on. Going live a little bit early. Wait for a couple of people to get in here, but real quick, this is a request from my brother. He's thinking about getting this 12-volt impact here. Now, I've got the adapter on here, but I want to show you how powerful this little 12-volt tool is. And as more people get in here, this will kind of buy some time so you guys aren't just waiting. So we picked up this Metabo here for $100 after taxes from Lowe's. And we're going to be opening that here pretty soon. But let's look at this Dewalt here. So the Dewalt, on the box it says that it tightens to 250, it busts 400 foot-pounds, sorry. Right now, if you buy this for $150, you get a 5.0 battery and a 3.0 battery and the charger, which is a pretty good deal. This is a 1/2 inch and it's pretty darn strong. I'm going to show you by using this adapter here. This is a Nico adapter. Just going to bring you over here real quick. And then we'll be throwing on a Dewalt battery on this Metabo here soon enough. So we got a flat headlock screw here. Let's see what it thinks about what's going on. Sorry, not with the chat right now. Trying to get this done as soon as possible. I am trying to verify that you can see what I can see, or vice versa, before I start. And you guys are not in camera. Here we go. Okay. Looking good. So it has plenty of torque. Let's see what it looks like with an M18. Doing the same thing. Remember, this is a 12-volt tool. Now, it's going to be a lot faster, but this is really good if you're building transmissions and things like that where you don't need a whole bunch of torque and you don't want to be breaking stuff accidentally. There's no chance to accidentally break something with a 12-volt tool and just to speed your workflow up. So you can see the huge difference there. Let's look at the Metabos. Let me switch the camera here. What's up, Budsville? Saw the Metabo 36 saws off for $44. Dude, that's crazy. I want that. I had to go looking for it. All right, let's get this open. Just gonna put it down here. That's how it comes. I charged the battery earlier. Broke the safety tab off. That's all we've done with this is charge the battery. Haven't even really played with it, but this is a fully charged battery. And these are actually really nice. The ergonomics, they've really got down on these. I've had these before. One thing that's really underrated that even Makita does, this plastic area right here, if you're out in 100-degree weather and you're using it constantly, you're going to really appreciate that plastic shield. That is one thing that I envy from Makita that I wish Milwaukee would do. We put this plastic shield here. The Flex, all of them, they all get really hot. Milwaukee's nice because you got limited exposure there. But all these can get really hot if you're out there in the sun, you know, just slamming legs and stuff, building decks, things like that. Everything else you're probably going to pilot hole, but for the most part, this plastic thing is really underrated. Then we got the drill. And this does not look like the super powerful drill. The 36 volt is a monster. This is a mid-tier, but still really good ergonomics, not too small, not too big. We'll put it up against the Gen 4 M18 so you guys can see. I might have to put a battery on this to show you. That doesn't look very good, does it? Here's your side by side. Yeah, this kit, $89 for these two. You get two 3.0 batteries and the charger. We gotta see what mode this is on. There's the light. Okay. That's what it's got, and then your modes are over here. We are in. That should be the fastest. So what's different about the triple hammer? If you guys have ever used the surge impact like this is a surge, so it's hydraulic. And what you'll notice on these surges, they're a lot quieter and they have a lot less vibration. This triple hammer feels a lot like a surge. It's nothing like a surge. It's a completely different animal. But it feels like a surge, where the motor here has 3 instead of 2. So the anvil here, it's hitting it 3 different times instead of just 2. It's a really smooth, full kind of stroke drive. It feels very, very smooth. These are awesome. If you don't have a triple hammer and you like tools, I'd recommend getting one just because they're just different. It's hard to explain. Let's see, is that going to go too deep? We'll find out. No quick insert collet on this one. I'm going to catch up with the chat here in a second. So you're going to hear the noise is just a little bit different than most impacts. For good measure, I would like to put something just kind of underneath here. Just kind of keep it off the table. Okay, here we go. Sounds completely different, feels completely different. Pretty much 0, and I mean 0 vibration. I'm using my left hand here. Let's look at one of these. Again, no quick insert. These will go all the way through. So let me hang it off the bench. Okay, we should probably pull these out. So you guys can hear what the surge sounds like. This is also a 12-volt tool. And because I know everyone's curious, how powerful is this? It does okay. It's not built for speed, it's built for comfort, and it is really nice. All right, Metabo. These are 6 inches. The wood is 5.5. So we're far away from any existing holes. That's pretty much all you're going to need to do. I mean, if you need more speed or power than that on an impact, use a drill. This is very smooth. It's hard to tell you how smooth this is. There's like no vibration on this tool. That one's going to be warm. Let's look at the drill. We got to switch the battery out on the drill. It's not going to be charged. Man, this thing is fast. Gotta get the drill mode. It's got a hammer drill on it too. That's a nice set. High speed. You see how this has a kick to it? Can you see that? I know we've all felt that kick. I'm sure we've all at some point cut out a little section, especially as an electrician. You've cut out a little tiny section of sheetrock and you got your drill up there and you're cutting through that double top plate because you're trying to fish a wire down. And what does that drill do? This battery goes right into the sheetrock and just demolishes your perfect margins that you cut so carefully. That's why I prefer impacts, because they don't do that crap. I'm going to show you something else that an impact's good for that you wouldn't want to do with a drill. Sunk it. It's got plenty of power. For $100, you're not going to find a better set. I can say that with confidence. Drop the impact. Okay. Now this is something that you would only want to do with an impact. Probably something you can only do with an impact. Got to find a drill bit. We had one here, but it has gone somewhere else. That's 5/16. That's a large drill bit. When you're on a scissor lift and you're working, you got all your tools on you. The safe thing to do is to put this in a vise. If you're going to use this to make a hole in it with a drill, any kind of metal, you're going to want to put in a vise. You're going to want to kind of put it in a bind or something to where this can't come around and hit you. What's great with impacts is they're constantly slipping. So you can do stupid stuff like this with no worries. I will use a little bit of force here. Slip. You can see where this doesn't take off though in your hand. It's not trying to, if this was a drill and it got in a bind, my whole hand would be gone right now. You can't do this stuff without an impact. With 2 fingers, you can see where I'm holding this. Actually, you couldn't because it was in the way. With 2 fingers, you can see where I'm holding this. This is stupid too, by the way. I'm only doing this because I'm really confident because I've done it for years. I'll get you guys a better view here. There. 2 fingers. That's why impacts are better. There, I solved the whole debate. Are drills better than impacts? No. Yes. No. Drills are not better than impacts. Impacts are better than drills. Because you can do stuff like that in the field, on the fly, on a scissor lift, while you're on a ladder. Sometimes you wind up with different straps and stuff and you need bigger holes made. Is that not going to stay? Let me get the camera. Let me check the chat. What's going on, Paul W? Yeah, man, safety Crocs, $30. Appreciate it, Texas Southpaw. Yeah, I met up with Texas Southpaw earlier, and he got me this set. So big thanks to Texas Southpaw. You're here for the Metabo. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a Dewalt on this, and we're going to see what it's got. You've already seen what it's got with this. We've compared the M18s. That's true, BWs. It does depend, but for the most part, you can do everything you need to do on the job site with an impact more safely for the most part. Not as quick, but you definitely can't hold metal with 2 fingers and drill into it with a 5/16 inch bit that's not even that sharp. Okay, let's see what Dewalt's doing. That drill sucks, yeah. Okay. See if it works on a 5. They sound the same. It's a good sign. Let's see what happens. Right there's okay. We might have to do that again, man. I feel like it's faster with the Dewalt. I feel like it had a lot more torque, and this thing was getting a lot more hits more consistently, and it felt very smooth. We're going to have to do that again. That was really fast. I thought that was going to be the end of it, but we're not. Man, I thought we were almost done. Hang on. That Dewalt felt really good on that. Okay. again right here. Wish I had a stopwatch. We'll have to edit it later. Here we go. That's split. Hang on, I'm just going to flip it. Let's just take it over here. Let's take it over here to the side. No more split. Should be good to go. This tripod has like the feet extend like 3 feet everywhere. It's kind of crazy. Nope. That'll work. Okay. Dewalt battery. Okay. Metabo. One more time. Metabo again. Let's go back to the Dewalt. Okay, I'll have to go to my editing software and find out which one was faster. They're probably pretty close. Somebody said something about the clutch on their Metabo. I don't really use clutches, man. I use my finger for throttle. We can play with it though. We'll go to 10. 10 might be too much. Let's see. Okay, 10. Let's go to 16. A little bit more. Let's go to 19. $20. 20, 21. Actually, yeah, that's actually a pretty good clutch. Yeah, a little bit noticeable. Not too bad. And then I mean, it's a big screw. So then the next step would just be here. I'm going to unscrew that for safety. Okay, we got some 2.5 inch construction. Let's start at 10. I see a split forming. We're going to go over here. There we go. That's 10. Let's go to 13. Okay. 15. Let's go 17. 18. Okay, a little bit more. 19. 20. It went a little bit more. 21. 22. You know, I don't know. I needed that sunk for this to make a difference, because this is very soft wood and this is not a big screw. It's slightly big screw. So in theory, 20 should at least leave the screw here if it's consistent. That's pretty damn impressive. That is pretty impressive. Okay, I'll give credit where it's due on that. See if I've got an 1 5/8 or some kind of shorter screw here. Hang on a second. That's the thing about this community. If you guys are new here or not, this community really knows their tools. They're not a bunch of just talking crap. They said that the Metabo chuck was good. We tried it out. It's a pretty damn impressive chuck. I still think it should have sunk, but it's very consistent. We're going to go with this Dewalt here. We're going to go to 7. We might go 6. This is 1.25 inches. Let's go to 7. Let's go to 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. That is perfect. That is, I prefer to be a little bit more sunk myself, but that is just barely, I mean, it's just barely there. If you guys can see that. That is like perfect. So in theory, if this is a good clutch, when I haven't changed any settings, we should get a consistent drive. Pretty close. Do it again. A little bit deeper, but still fairly consistent. Let's see what the chat says. I'm really behind in the chat. Your most 10-minute tactics is at least 30. yeah, we're out of here, guys. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for dropping by. Let me know what you thought. We're going to look at the times on this because we got 2 Dewalts and we got 2 Metabos. Or we got a Dewalt, Metabo, Dewalt is what it was. But I'm gonna go back, look at the footage, and see what the times were. Yeah, interesting stuff, at least for me, if you're a tool nerd like me. Anyway, we'll see you guys later.